Belial, master of the Deathwing, steps forward, all alone. His Stormbolter is locked and loaded, and the Sword of Silence is humming with power. The Genestealers awaken from their slumber and slither towards Belial, and he gets ready to take on the Genestealer Gauntlet. Each competitor will face endless waves of Genestealers with only their raw stats and abilities, as well as their faction rule. No enhancements, no stratagems, and no detachment abilities. Today's challenger is Belial, equipped with a Stormbolter and the Sword of Silence. The Strikes of Retribution ability is incredibly interesting and should help massively. An Oath of Moment will help with dealing damage, and Toughness 5 caps off what will be a great competitor, I think. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for your continued support. Also, check out the Discord in the video description. Let's begin. Genestealers approach the stoic captain, not wishing to attack just yet, before they have a sense of his power level. But Belial doesn't like waiting around and readies his Stormbolter on rapid fire. He fires point blank into the shadows, and the bullet casings fall onto the gauntlet floor. The rounds ping off of the Genestealers' exoskeletons, but a couple of them do manage to get through and blow one of the Genestealers to pieces. And while the Genestealers are pinned by the shelling, Belial takes his chance and charges into the swarm. 6 hits from Belial, 5 wounds inflicted, and no saves made. Belial's blade carves emerald arcs through the air and slices the remaining Genestealers to ribbons. 5 monsters down, and Belial presses on. Belial has done well so far, but the gauntlet tightens and the Genestealers become faster, smarter, and hungrier. He puts his faith in the Stormbolter once again and unleashes another rain of bullets. His faith is not repaid though, and only one Genestealer falls down dead, riddled with holes. Now Belial hopes the Sword of Silence can pick up the slack, and he throws himself into the melee. 6 hits from Belial, only 3 wounds inflicted, and 1 save made. A poor round of killing so far from Belial, as 2 Genestealers have their heads removed. It'll be the first time the Genestealers have been able to attack, and they'll try their hardest to claw through Belial's guard. 8 hits makes 4 wounds, and Belial can only save 2 of them. Belial takes 2 claws to the torso, but it doesn't slow him down, as he drops to 4 wounds. Instead, the Strikes of Retribution deal out 6 mortal wounds, and the 2 Genestealers who attacked him are vaporized. The shrieking eventually dies down, and Belial stands unmoved. There's no stopping the Genestealers now, as more pour from the crevices. But as soon as they pop their heads from their holes, Belial unleashes holy fire upon them. His Stormbolter groans into life, and the spray cuts through 2 Genestealers before they get to their feet. Then he tries to finish strongly and take out the remaining 3 Genestealers by charging into combat. 6 hits from Belial, 4 wounds inflicted, but 2 saves are made by the Genestealers. He cuts down 2 of them, but 1 remains, and it skulks into the shadows for a better vantage point. 4 hits from the Genestealer, 1 wound inflicted, and Belial cannot save. Belial's armor is cracked and his breathing is heavy, but he dishes out 2 mortal wounds with the Strikes of Retribution, and the Genestealer is laid low. Belial keeps walking onwards. Suddenly the gauntlet erupts and a full brood of 10 Genestealers rush Belial at once. The onrushing Genestealers don't allow Belial time to aim properly, and a quick blast from the Stormbolter can only take out 1 of them. And then the combat begins for real. Belial swings strongly and quickly, but only manages to take out 3 more Genestealers, which means he is about to get hit a lot. However, 20 hits only manages to cause 3 wounds, and Belial saves 2 of these. And the Strikes of Retribution kill off 2 more Genestealers. The second wave of attacks lands 16 hits, which cause 4 wounds, and Belial makes a massive 4 saves to keep him in the fight. As the strikes of retribution kill off another Genestealer, Belial roars in pain and swings wildly. His Herculean strength wipes out the last of the wave. Belial is bleeding and down to 2 wounds, but he refuses to fall. Belial struggles to stay on his feet, but he turns to face the endless horde and raises his Stormbolter high. A weak spray which hits mostly the floor and the walls, but he does manage to catch one of the Genestealers in its head. Belial is ready to fall for the Emperor as he limps into combat against overwhelming odds. 6 hits by Belial, 3 wounds inflicted, and no saves made. 3 more Genestealers die to his blade, but that won't be enough. He'll have to hope his armor holds. 23 hits make 6 wounds, and unfortunately Belial can only make 2 saves. Belial finally collapses, armor torn apart by claws and blood soaking the stone floor. But even in death, Belial detonates in a burst of righteous fury. 6 mortal wounds from the strikes of retribution wipes out another 3 Genestealers, and Belial finally falls, his body resting atop a mountain of Xenos corpses. Belial has killed 62 Genestealers, which is fantastic. I can't see any of the other captains doing as well as this, honestly. And where does that place him on the leaderboard? He goes in to the top 5, just above Khan and just below Typhus. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep suggesting those models. Please also check out the Discord in the video description. We will see you next time.